As you know, unfortunately, the filmmaker passed away a couple of days ago, and me personally, I was like a big fan of his. Like ever since I was a little kid, I loved the Nightmare on Elm Street film. Uh, I was like always so like fond of him creating Freddy, and he has like a list of other greats. But yeah, we're just gonna just relay like the ones we like the most, and to horror fans out there, especially mainly like new ones or ones that don't know too much of Wes Craven. These are movies we'd say should check out by him. What's your top five that you can think of?
Top five are number one, Scream. Number two, Nightmare on Elm Street, the original. I was. Did he even help do the remake or no?
No, he
Okay,
only did just he directed one and seven and produced number three.
okay. Then number three is The Last House on the Left. Number four, The People Under the Stairs, and number five would be Shocker. And I also have a couple honorable mentions. Number one would be uh, well, he produced it, Wishmaster. It was a pretty good movie, and the second one was
Last House,
no, I already said
or
last
well,
time.
like the remake, or the Hills Have Eyes remake, or
No, it wasn't any of them. Maybe the people, not Serpent and the Rainbow.
oh, okay.
Let me just,
Yeah, yeah, Wes Craven had a lot of films.
yeah, it's just sort of hard to remember with how many. Okay,
But yeah, and why, like, what was one reason you were into Wes Craven, like, as far as his films or as a filmmaker?
well, you showed me. I think it was Scream, and I actually enjoyed it. Or was it Nightmare on Elm Street? Doesn't matter. You showed me a bit of
A couple of his horror
yeah,
films.
and I actually enjoyed them because of how it's something that weren't done in a horror movie before.
Yeah, like,
And
it
I
was,
actually enjoyed that little thing, and he kept doing that for many years.
yeah. No, yeah, that's a very good remark, too. My list is just about the same, if not exactly the same as Anthony's, as far as my top five for Wes Craven. I really did love, obviously, again, the Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one. And second, I definitely got to hand it to Scream 1 through 4. I definitely favor 1, 2, and 4, but this series, I'm just glad he did all four of them. And third, I would definitely have to say Shocker, just because to me it's like the electrical Freddy Krueger. And like he got a little silly in that one with tone, but it was still like freaky when it needed to be too. Like you still need to be on the edge when it called for it. And yeah, let's see. Other movies directed. Yeah, so Scream, Shocker, People Under the Stairs. That one I really liked the claustrophobic feel. And like watching it as a kid, like you always kind of felt like you were with the two characters around the house, like trapped, and you're rooting for them to make it out. And the fifth movie, man, um, yeah, Last House on the Left. Yeah, I would have to say that one because that one terrified me as a kid. I only was able to watch that one every now and again and not too much because like that one I would say for Wes Craven, despite being his like debut, his main debut into movies and horror, that was like his most realistic. Like, because even if he does fantastical elements with his films like Freddy Krueger or Shocker, he always has like the seed of his story starts at realism, and that's why I was into him. Like he definitely, like he kind of reinvented the wheel with horror, like Anthony said, like 3 decades in a row, and I like how he goes about doing his stories, where they always feel like they're rooted in reality, and then they can cross over into some like other fantastical element, and still feel like you still feel scared or like affected by it, basically. But for honorable or bonus mentions, I would definitely have to say Witchmaster. But the first one, it's just great and like scary and or, it was for me as a kid. And like the effects are awesome, and I like and appreciate that about Wes Craven too. Is that he was artistic and he appreciated different forms and approaches to art. Um, so yeah, those I would say like for one honorable mention for producing is Witchmaster, and then I was really glad he came back to produce the reinterpretations of his first two movies, The Hills Have Eyes and Last House on the Left. And like so yeah, like literally in both categories, I like both versions of Last House for different reasons. So for his version, especially because of how real and gritty uh, and bloody it was, and of course the parents get their like sweet revenge in the end, like how Anthony likes. So yeah, So yeah, we both like Wes Craven as a filmmaker because he was like unique and had his particular style, and he definitely will be missed. And may his legacy live on.
I salute you for giving us great horror films. You will be missed.